Duterte. So yun ang motibo mo sa pagwi-witness. Nako, patay tayo dyan.
Despite that spousal relationship that you admitted, you decided to appear and testify today, correct?
My decision to be a witness is by virtue of a subpoena issued by the Honorable Court and by invitation of the Committee on Justice, the prosecution. However, the job of my wife as a legislator is totally detached from me being the director of the National Bureau of Investigation.
Hindi, kahit na.
Okay, my next question is, but the court did not issue a subpoena for you to appear today.
Oo.
Actually,
Are you saying that you receive a subpoena despite this honorable court not issuing a subpoena for you?
even if there's no subpoena in the pre-trial order, I was mentioned to be a witness, and I was invited by the prosecution to be a witness. And from my understanding, in the pre-trial order, I was also listed by the defense. I will be gladly witness for the defense as well if I will be called upon.
All right, but
Dito, booking, ano? Dito po, nabubuking po siya. Bakit kanyo? Kasi dito, nalalaman natin yung, masasabi nating, kahit po siya ay walang kaalaman, wala siyang personal knowledge, ang motibo niya, at kahit wala po siyang subpoena, ay nagpresenta siya na maging witness. Bakit? Kasi nga po, yung asawa niya gustong pa-impeach talaga si VP Sara Duterte. At kung makakatulong siya, tutulong siya. Kahit wala naman talaga siyang personal knowledge. Labas siya doon sa usapan. Bakit nga? Alam na natin.
which is which? Are you appearing today by virtue of a subpoena or without a subpoena?
I'm appearing today as a witness, as called upon and announced by the Honorable Court and by the invitation also of the
No, that's
prosecution.
not my question, Director Matibag. You're a lawyer, you know this. Are you appearing today by virtue of a subpoena or no subpoena?
There's no written subpoena, but there is a verbal announcement from the Honorable Court that I will be a witness in today's hearing.
Your Honor, the question of the defense is
What?
misleading. It is apparent that last week a subpoena was issued to the witness, Your Honor, and it is because of the other matters that was heard and addressed by the impeachment court. The schedule of the witness was scheduled to today.
Your Honor,
The objection is overruled. First, asked and answered, and for the record and information of the senator judges, the presiding officer confirms that no subpoena was issued to Director Matibag. In fact, I asked if one was needed, and the response I got was that it was not necessary. But indeed, the chair also confirms that the name of Director Matibag was requested to be invited by the counsel by the prosecutors, and he was so named by the presiding officer to attend in, I believe, yesterday, supposedly, and today's trial dates. Move on, counsel.
just one last question on this point. So
Counsel.
considering that there's no subpoena, I'm just wondering how it works. Did you coordinate with any of the prosecutors in relation to your appearance in today's proceedings?
Well, we conducted some meetings on this matter.
You mean prior to your appearance to this honorable court, you met with members of the prosecution?
Yes, twice when I was informed that I will be a witness on the pre-trial order.
All right. Did you meet with the private prosecutors or the public prosecutors?
With the chairman of the committee, with the Congresswoman Gerbiller.
And you are confirming in open court that you discussed or you were briefed in that meeting based in your testimony? What was the what? Okay, you can explain.
Well, I'm a lawyer and I know where you're going. There was no discussion or coaching. We just discussed matters that's supposed to be covered by my testimony. Because I'm a director, I will be testifying. Of course, they will want to know what will be the nature of my testimony. In the same way that when you want to present me as your witness, I will be more than willing to sit down with the defense counsel.
Your Honor, I take exception to that. I don't think Director Matibag knows where I'm going. In fact, I'm moving on to a new point.
Wag mo kasing pinangungunahan yung defense counsel. I know where you're going. Wag mo pinangungunahan. Sino ka? Hindi ka director dyan, ha? Witness ka dyan, kuno.
At any rate, Your Honor, I don't think we are calling him as a witness. So these are facts that only he assumes. No, I want to state that for the record.
Solid yun, Brad. Solid. Alam mo yung pambabara nito. Yung yung poker face lang. Una, Una, hindi mo alam yung sasabihin ko. Pangalawa, we're not calling you as witness. We believe kasi wala ka namang alam. Parang ganun eh. Totoo naman eh. Kasi sinabi niya na parang, di ba, alam niya na yung gusto niya mangyari sa witness. Binara ka ngayon. Tinan mo yung itsura ni Matibag. Hindi mapinta.
For Your Honor.
Witness will not argue with the counsel.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Kindly move on.
Hindi ka pwedeng maki-argue. Huwag kang epal. Kawawa si Matibag. Tibag na tibag dito.
Counsel for the respondent.
All right. Let's just move on, Director Matibag. The NBI is under the DOJ, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And the DOJ is under the Office of the President, correct?
That is correct.
Now, BBM, in short, BBM has control and supervision over both NBI and the... Your Honor, sorry, I am hearing comments from the prosecution. I don't mean any disrespect to the President. It's just for purposes of abbreviation, I'm just calling him BBM. But at any rate, I'll move on to my question. So BBM has control and supervision over both the NBI and the DOJ, correct?
That is not exactly correct. Only on the matter of appointments, but we enjoyed independence in the matter of investigation.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you confirm that you're an appointee of BBM?
Well, it's only the president who can make an appointment. I think it is provided for in the law.
What's the answer?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Ayaw!
And so
Ang dami mong daldal eh. Siguro sasabihin nito ni Matibag, bukas may kaso ka na sa akin. Matibag, paya ka.
my question to you is this: did BBM participate in the NBI's investigation in any way?
No.
No. All right. So don't you consider your appointment as NBI director as participation on the part of BBM?
No.
No. Okay. All right. You mentioned a while ago that after the affidavit of investigation, it was submitted to the DOJ for evaluation, correct?
For the evaluation and finding if there's enough reason to file a case before the regional trial court or the proper courts.
All right. And during your direct testimony, you also mentioned that as we speak, it is still pending, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Now, in other words, in terms of formal charge to be filed in court, that is still not available at this time, correct?
It's in the jurisdiction of the National Prosecution Service, which is under the Department of Justice.
But insofar as the case that the NBI filed with the DOJ, is it not the case that that charge does not include contracting for the assassination?
That is correct. What was filed was grave threat and inciting to sedition.
So in other words, at this point, VP Sara is not being made to answer for contracting for assassination, correct?
That is exactly what that my testimony covered. That she is being investigated for contracting a person to kill the president. And that is a continuing threat not only to the life of the president, but to the national security of our country.
Not responsive, Your Honor. My question is if she's already being made to answer to that particular charge.
Made to answer, counsel, meaning
Subpoenaed.
has she been subpoenaed?
I'll be more specific. Has she been subpoenaed in terms of contracting for assassination?
Well, in this impeachment court, she is being on trial. And that is
Hindi dyan ang tinatanong kung nasumpi na ba ng NBI.
very well covered by the articles. To me, as a lawyer, not only as an NBI director and as a former dean, that is a betrayal of public trust to me because she made an oath of office that she will protect, defend the Constitution, execute laws, do justice to others.
Director
and
Matibag,
consequently
let
to
the
self.
court intervene at this juncture. That is not responsive to the question of counsel. Kindly just answer the question. Has the NBI issued a subpoena against the Vice President with respect to the crime of contracting a killer, allegedly?
At this point, Your Honor, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Please
That-
proceed, counsel.
pala
That's enough. So no subpoena as of now. But in other words, has there been any affidavit of investigation relating to contracting for assassination?
My understanding is there was a subpoena issued at that time during the investigation to the Vice President, and the lawyer submitted an affidavit.
No. Again, not responsive, Your Honor. I'm talking about an affidavit of investigation executed by the NBI.
Not
in
yet.
terms of not yet. Okay, so at this point,
Dito, konti na lang, iiyak na to si Matibag eh. Ha? Iiyak na eh. Ay, halatang halata eh.
would you agree with me that the DOJ has not found any basis for contracting for assassination?
Wala pa po sa
Wala
ngayon.
pa. All right. So at this point, as of today, there's simply no evidence to warrant the filing of a formal charge for contracting for assassination, correct?
That's why kung babalikan po natin yung aking testimonya, this is a continuing and an open investigation as to the contracting a killer.
So in other words, the reason why these are not present at this time because your investigation is still ongoing.
It's a case build-up and an open, active investigation.
All right. Very well. Now, you mentioned about grave threats and inciting to sedition. My question to you is, these subject matters fall under the category of felonies, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. Now, in fact, based on the penalties involved as provided by law, these fall under the jurisdiction of the first level trial courts, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, moreover, for one to be declared guilty of these felonies, the burden of proof is guilt beyond reasonable doubt, correct?
That is correct.
Now, guilt beyond reasonable doubt, is this a low threshold or a high threshold?
Beyond reasonable doubt, of course, it's a high threshold.
In fact, it is the highest threshold in criminal law, correct? So in other words, para lang for the benefit of the Filipino people watching, so hindi ka pwedeng magsampa ng kaso nang hindi mo kayang patunayan, correct?
Tama po yun. Dahil meron pong Memorandum Circular number 20 ng Department of Justice kung saan sinasabi that when you file cases, there should be a reasonable certainty of conviction.
Thank you for that clarification. So if the threshold is guilt beyond reasonable, if this threshold of guilt beyond reasonable doubt is not reached, then the accused must be acquitted, correct?
Tama po yan.
And insofar as grave threats or inciting to sedition, it is the trial courts that will decide that, correct?
That is correct.
Not the DOJ.
The DOJ will submit the information and the resolution for prosecution. At the end of the day, it will be the court who will say whether it's guilty or not.
All right. Now, in your testimony earlier, you mentioned that there are leads on the alleged person that VP Sara talked to, correct?
Yes.
But let me ask you this. During that press con, did VP Sara mention the word assassin?
Wala po.
All right. Now, the investigation on these leads, are these already final?
Pakiulit po.
The investigation based on these leads that you mentioned, are these already final?
Hindi po.
Hindi pa
Malinaw po sinabi ko that this is a continuing and open investigation po.
All right. So, in other words, you haven't given any opportunity for VP Sara to confront this alleged person, correct?
Hindi pa po.
Alright. But will you agree with me that confronting this alleged person is part of due process?
Tama po. Kaya mas maganda nga po kung si VP Sara mismo magsabi dito kung meron siyang kinausap at kung sino ang kinausap.
But is that part of the SOP also, that you give an opportunity for VP Sara to confront?
Tama po. Pag natukoy na po namin kung sino ang taong kanyang kinausap, that is the time na siya po ay aming kukumprontahin para siya po ay masagot niya kung itong taong talaga ito ang kanyang kinausap para patayin ang Pangulo.
Alright. My next question is very simple. So you offered your testimony before this impeachment court, even you performed SOP or giving opportunity to VP Sara to confront?
Akala niya nakapunto siya doon eh, no? Akala niya nakapunto siya doon eh. Oh. O tama po, kailangan nga. Sana nga, sumagot nga siya. Eh sana, di na. Kaya nga sinamin na dito. O sabi naman nung abogado, therefore, kung wala pa palang oportunidad na makonfront yung sinasabi niyong killer or whatsoever, eh bakit nyo sinasabing inaakusahan na mayroon na talagang grave death? So wala pang due process. Nangyari siya.
Sino naman po yung sinabi ko? Pag nakita po namin kung sino ang taong kinausap, saka po namin siya kukumprontahin, kasama po ang taong iyon, at kasama po.
Nagigets ninyo? Wala pa pala silang nakikita na taong kinontra kuno. Wala pa silang na-interview. Wala pa lahat. Pero bakit mong pinagbibintangan na may nagawa na? May threat na. Eh wala pa nga. Wala nga kayong ebidensya na personal knowledge.
Ang mga willing na nagbibigay ng UN Intel para harapin po ang akusasyon na yun.
So considering that you're still pursuing those leads, don't you think that your testimony today is premature?
Hindi po. Sapagkat malinaw naman po sa statement ng ating Vice Presidente na meron siyang kinausap para patayin si Bongbong Marcos, si Lisa Marcos Araneta, si Martin Romualdez, at sinabi pa niya na walang biro to us sa law investigation. Applying po namin yung pong methodology na ginagamit ng Secret Service sa Amerika, ay papasok po rito na ito isang malinaw na confession ng isang tao na meron siyang isang plano na pagpatay.
Okay, I'll move on, but I'll ask you, isn't that a trial by publicity which is not sanctioned by our laws?
Hindi po. Sapagkat kaya nga po namin hindi nilalabas yung aming pong mga confidential at secret na investigation. Lamang nga po, tayo'y pinatitistigo rito na kailangan natin pong sabihin kung ano na ang naging takbo ng investigasyon. At malinaw naman po sa aking testimonya na dito sa continuing open investigation, active investigation, na kung saan meron pong mga persons of interest. At pag tinanong po natin ito sa mga nakakaunawa ng law enforcement, ganito po talaga ang practice ng law enforcement.
In fact, you mentioned during your direct testimony that you cannot give further details, correct? It's
Tama po.
classified. Okay. So, with all due respect, I'll ask this in Filipino, with all due respect to you, Director Matibag, kung hindi nyo pa po pala kayang magbigay ng detalye, bakit nyo pa po nilabas na may leads kayo in the first place?
Sapagkat gaya po ng sinabi ko, malinaw naman na yung pagsasalita ng ating Vice Presidente na siya ay kumausap ng papatay at pumayag yung papatay na patayin ang mga individual na ito, meron na pong pagkakasundo na gagawin po ang isang krimen.
Yeah, but my point is, wouldn't that prejudice your ongoing investigation that you come out here and you make statements that you already have leads?
Objection, Your Honor. That is speculative.
Witness may answer.
Kaya nga po ang dahilan na hindi ko mabanggit kung sino po yung mga persons of interest dahil doon po makukompromiso ang investigasyon na gumugulong.
Okay, at any rate, if this ongoing investigation progresses, that is the only time that a different charge will be executed against the Vice President.
Balikan ko po
Speculative,
ulit.
Your Honor.
Babalikan ko po ulit. Para po sa amin, malinaw na ang pagkontrata sa pagpapatay o ng papatay sa mga pangalang binanggit ay nandoon na. applying the methodology ng Secret Service na binanggit ko po kanina. Ang hindi na lang po natin nakikita ay kung sino ang taong kinausap. Kaya ito po ay still open and continuing investigation.
At any rate, it's not yet final, correct?
Tama po.
All right. Now, you mentioned that the
Pahiyang
NBI
pahiya.
is still conducting an investigation, ongoing investigation. Do you still use the video of the November 23, 2024 press con in this ongoing investigation?
Isa po ito, sabi naging batayan para po doon sa 5-point the standard na tinitingnan po namin ay amin pong matugunan.
All right. It's an almost 2-year-old video now. Do you think it's still relevant to your ongoing investigation?
Hindi po. Sapagkat hanggang sa ngayon nga, ay hindi pa natin nahanap kung sino ang taong kinausap po ng ating Vice Presidente.
Okay, very well. Attorney Matibag, do you know Mel Sabio?
Opo.
All right. Now, about 2 months ago, an old audio-video file of the two of you circulated
Yan,
online.
yan.
By the way, we
Ganito.
won't show that video out of respect to your to the party's rights, as well as I saw your wife here also, out of your family members' rights and also out of Mel Sabio's rights. I'll just ask you a few questions. This video circulated online, and you already came out in the media admitting that it was you and Mel Sabio who were involved in that video, correct?
Tama po yun. That is a private conversation sa dalawa pong magkaibigan na hindi nagkakasundo.
All right. And my only question to you is this. Did that incident demonstrate an emotional outburst on your part?
Kasama na po yun, combination na ng galit at disappointment. At ako naman po inamin ko na yan ay isang pagkakamali
Emotional outburst daw. So ano ba yung sinabi, di ba? Oh, play natin
na
muna.
akin pong tinanggap na rin at tinagsisihan.
All right. Could you recall what you said in that video?
Masama po yung aking mga sinabi. Meron pong hindi talaga kaya-aya.
Can you recall, just to give an idea of those who were not able to
I
watch?
cannot exactly recall because that was a really long time ago.
That's okay.
Ayan.
Now,
Sige lang.
on July 10, 2026, you wrote a letter to Representative Luistro. Do you confirm this?
July 10.
July 10, 2026.
Hindi po daw kasi pwede ma-play yan eh. Kasi, pero yan daw yung laman, di umano. Ng sinabi niya. I-report mo dahil pag walang ebidensya. Yan daw di umano ang sinabi niya doon. Ngayon, ang tanong, yan ba, yung emotional outburst daw niya yan? Can you consider that as a grave threat? Dito siya nayari. Corner siya dito. Kasi yun nga yung nangyari kay VP Sara Duterte. It was an emotional outburst na bugso lang ng damdamin. Bugso ito ng damdamin at hindi ito makukonsider as grave threat. Pero, sinasabi nila grave threat. Ngayon, meron din palang emotional outburst to si Melvin Matibag. At matindi din si sinabi niya. Yari siya ngayon.
Opo.
All right.
Tama po.
And in that letter, we can confront you with a hard copy, but we can also flash. In that letter, you mentioned, and I quote, "As director of the Bureau, I will personally attend to represent the NBI at this summit of director and commissioner general level law enforcement leaders across the Asia Pacific."
Yan na, hanggang dyan na lang muna tayo. Kasi dyan pa lang po, mga kababayan, abay, pahiyang-pahiya na po si Matibag. Sobrang napahiya na po siya. Kaya alam mo mga kababayan, dito mo mapapatunayan na napaka coordinated, talagang plan na ma-impeach si VP Sara Duterte, and yung grave threat, yung unang article na sinasabi, yung grave threat ay wala. Bakit? Wala naman talagang, una-una, yung mga witness na presenta ay walang personal knowledge. At the same time, hindi rin nila kilala kung sino yung supposedly magpapatay di umano dito kay Marcos, kay Lisa at kay Romualdez. Wala. Wala silang matukoy. At the same time, napatunayan dito na yung emotional outburst ay hindi mo naman masasabing grave threat yun. Kaya talagang, alam nyo, sabi ko sa loob-loob ko, magaling itong defense ni VP Sara Duterte. Hindi sila yung ano hindi sila yung nung tawag mo dito yung atrbida ang dati nga katulad nung si abogadong makeup, yung makeup artist na abogado. Hindi sila ganun pero simple lang pero rock ika nga. Panalo talaga yung mga bitaw. Dako po, antayin nyo pa yung mga susunod. Exciting nga maya, magkakaroon uli yan. Kaya panoorin natin yan palakpakan tayo. O mga kababayan, tuloy-tuloy lang ang ating tambayan dito sa impeachment trial ni Bibi Sara Duterte. Ako po si Banat Bay, mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Kami ang boses ng masa, hindi natatakot. Katotohanan lang, di kami nalulunod. Walang bahid ng sismis, lahat ay totoo. Kahit sino ka pa, pag mali ka babanatan ka. Walang pinipili kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Sa harap ng kamera, walang halong takot. Mga baluktot, lahat kayo'y tutumba. Ang hustisya at totoo, yun lang ang mahalaga. Kahit sinong harang, di kami matitinag. Walang pinipiling kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Kung nasa tama ka, ikaw ay aming kasama. Pero pag mali ka, handa ka na bang mabasag? Banateros kami, walang inuunan. Dahil bayan muna, bago ang sarili. Bago ang sarili. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Banateros ang sigaw, katotohanan ang laban. Sa harap